In this installment, we're going over the NFL picks for the conference championship games here, AFC and NFC. This is for all the marbles. I can't wait. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our conference championship game here for the AFC and NFC going on Sunday. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetSD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91, and don't forget about that Patreon because you guys are absolutely missing out. But before we deep dive to that, we're at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 10.3 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 20K, and we're well on the way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you're already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm so you can grow to a much broader audience. All right. Now, for our previous video here with Peyton Watson here, we went 4-2 as of right now. Solid plays, great upsets here in the Rockets. We took the team total overs of the Celtics and the what was the other game? Let me go back to here. Took the Celtics over, took the Cavs over, and that cash team total over as well. Rockets came through, and we had the Pelicans plus 6.5 and 8 outright won. So very good plays so far in the video. As you can see in the chat, we're posting the main play right there, plus 3.5, that cash as well. If you want more winning plays like this, you got to click that link provided down below. You're going to get full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. Just for an example here in the Patreon, as you can see, this is one of the risky plays I posted. We had the Houston Rockets money line, Pelicans money line, and Nuggets money line. Right now, we're in a good position to hedge because the Rockets already won, the Pelicans already won. We're waiting on the Nuggets. Either way, we're going to win this bet because we hedged on the Milwaukee Bucks. We got them at a decent value live. So either way, this is the stuff you're missing out on. We got guys in here with nice tickets smashing over here. If we go a little bit further down, Bankroll cash in on Malik Monk. Easy money came through with Rockets, Pelicans, and Hawks. And he shot out me right here. Nice call, Rockets and Pels on Chef. This is the stuff we're talking about here. You got to click that link provided down below and you get full access to this. But this is the environment that we're building. This is the community that we're building. Everyone's posting plays and we're going over things as well. All right. Now, for this matchup here in Mile High in Denver, huge spot. Currently looking at the odds. Matter of fact, Broncos number 1 seed, Patriots number 2 seed in Denver. So huge ramifications. Patriots on the money line minus 225. Comeback of the Broncos at a plus 185. Total at 42.5. Spread is at 4.5. The spread opened up at 5.5. It has moved a point down, even though majority of the money is on the side of the Patriots. As you can see, for the public bet percentage, 79% of the bets, 60% of the money all over New England. For the total, 63% of the bets, 60% of the money towards the over 42.5. And for the spread, 70% of the bets, 56% of the money on New England to cover this number on the road. All right. Now looking at the injury report here for the Denver Broncos, as everyone knows, there will be no Bo Nix. Bo Nix broke his ankle. Some say during the game, some say celebrating in the back, and he got injured after the game. So there's obviously misinformation somewhere, but the point is he is not going to be playing, and Jarrett Stidham will be the number 1 QB here for the Denver Broncos, and we'll get into more depth when that. But let's looking at the injury report. Positive news: Pat Bryant is out of the concussion protocol. He's going to play in this game. Lucas Kroll is out. Drew Sanders is out. They were out last week, so that doesn't really matter. J.K. Dobbins is going to be out, and Bo Nix, as you can see, out as well. All right. For the New England Patriots, no Harold Landry. That's a big loss at linebacker. Marty Mapu, who's another linebacker that brings them energy and then plays special team. He's questionable with 2 DNPs. We got a Q tag on Mac Hollins. He didn't play last week. We'll see if he can come back this week. And then everyone else should be fine here for the New England Patriots, all right? Now, this particular spot here, straight off the bat, Bo Nix and Jarrett Stidham, what is the true drop, pretty much? What does the line mean here when we go from Bo Nix to Jarrett Stidham? So technically, the Broncos should have been around 2.5 to 2 points home favorite going against the Patriots. The line came out at 5.5, 6 in some places, but legit 5.5. So that's a big number, 7 to 7.5 points here. That's a big adjustment. No one really thought of Bo Nix as a really high upper echelon quarterback, even though Jarrett Stidham is your career backup. Never got an opportunity, but definitely there's a reason why Sean Payton kept him as the backup in this scheme here for the Denver Broncos. There's a reason why he liked him. There's a reason why he kept him in this position for so long. So seeing it go to 5.5, you can say it's a little bit too much. I might agree, because when it comes down to it, I really believe the scheme of the Denver Broncos offense, Sean Payton himself, that's the reason why for the success of the Denver Broncos and Bo Nix as well. All right, this is going to be the key. Putting Stidham in positive situations, and then the ways that the Denver Broncos utilize their quarterbacks and run their offense, they're going to do a lot of screens, a lot of play action, a lot of quick throws, a lot of hot reads. Okay, they're not going to be 5-step drops and trying to read coverage here. The point is Sean Payton getting the ball in playmakers' hands. RJ Harvey, Cortland Sutton, Evan Ingram, they have plenty of weapons here at the disposal of Jarrett Stidham to put him in a successful environment here. And then we saw it during the preseason. Yes, it's preseason, but he was phenomenal in the preseason. 376 yards. He had a 5-to-1 ratio, turnover ratio there, with 5 touchdowns, only 1 interception during the preseason as well. That was phenomenal, and he was the highest PFF graded QB in the preseason as well. Just so you get an idea. Now, he can't run like Bo Nix, but he can move and he can run, and he is mobile, all right, and he's better outside of the pocket. You get him in a play action, he's rolling out, finding an open guy, doing a levels type of route concept, and he can find that guy and get the ball to the right location. Tight end is going to be huge in this game, Evan Ingram, and running back is going to be huge in this game. So the mismatches here for the Broncos is getting the ball in the hands of RJ Harvey, who can definitely make people miss, and Evan Ingram, who's a very athletic tight end and make people miss as well. That's going to be the key ingredient to getting these linebackers in bad situations here for the Patriots. Now, the Patriots have been putting a lot of pressure so far in this playoff series. They've been able to take advantage of a CJ Stroud. They've been able to take advantage of Justin Herbert with both of those poor offensive lines. This is the best line they're going to face. And Denver Broncos has an absolutely stacked offensive line, and it really puts Stidham in a really good position. All right. Now, this is all fact. Houston had injuries on that offensive line with the tackle, and they had to move some guys over. That was a big issue there. That's the reason why the Patriots pressured and forced CJ Stroud into so many turnovers. Also with some dumb mistakes as well. And then with the Chargers, we've known about the Chargers' offensive line issues for half the season. They've been missing guys, all right? When they get back healthy, it's a really good offensive line, but they've been missing a ton of guys for the majority of the year, all right? And the Patriots took advantage of both of those opportunities. Meanwhile, kept both of those teams in the game, all right? There were still opportunities for Justin Herbert in the second half to come back, and there were definitely opportunities for CJ Stroud in the second half to come back. But obviously, the poor play continued, the pressure continued. No offensive line was able to stop that pass rush, and the Patriots pass rush is not even good. All right, so this is a really big conundrum here when we have in a Patriot defense being a little bit overrated, going up against a Denver Broncos team that is definitely could be underrated in this spot here. Now, the big question mark is Stidham, but I don't think that matters in this one. I think the best value on the board is Broncos plus 4.5. Give me the Broncos plus 4.5. I think they're going to be able to sustain drives, definitely make 10 to 11, 12 type of 13 play type of drives, get points on the board, and really elongate this game here. And the secondary play will be under 42.5. All right, so Broncos at home. I'll take the safety with the points at plus 4.5. And overall, I do think that this is going to be a low scoring game because the Patriots are going to have they've been struggling against the Texans, obviously very good defense, and the Chargers, a solid defense as well. The Denver is right next to the Texans in defense as well. So under 42.5 secondary play, main play, Broncos 4.5. In Lumen Field here, we have the Seattle Seahawks going against the LA Rams, NFC Championship game. For the odds here, Seattle as home favorites minus 145. Comeback of Rams at a plus 120. Total at 46.5. Spread is at 2.5. Public bet percentage here, 71% of the bets, 55% of the money all over Seattle. For the total, 75% of the bets, 72% of the money on the over. And for the spread here, 51% of the bets and 58% of the money towards the Rams to cover this number at plus 2.5. So this number here has stayed and sustained. It hasn't adjusted at all. So it's pretty even on both sides here between these two teams. Injury report, we do have Amari Kite. He's doubtful with a knee injury. He's a backup. And for Chaz Surratt, linebacker, he's going to be out of this game for the Seattle Seahawks. Also, obviously, you saw Zach Charbonnet. He's going to be out. We'll see who's going to be the number 2 running back, but you should expect their very, very explosive returner to be more involved in this game, and Rashid Shaheed. All right, so without Zach Charbonnet, you're going to get a big and heavy dose of Ken Walker, who can definitely do it. George Halani should be the backup running back. He's looking like he's cleared in practice all 3 games. He had a phenomenal preseason. He's explosive as well. He should be the backup, but definitely a lot of Ken Walker, and then you should see a lot of Rashid Shaheed scheming him up, either rushes or getting him in screens. He's going to be a guy you look towards as well. All right, for the LA Rams, no injuries as well, but we do have a Q tag on Byron Young. 2 DNPs, got eliminated on Friday. How healthy is he for this game on Sunday? That's going to be the major question there. All right, now these two teams have already played each other. First one went to the Rams, 21-19. The second one went to Seattle in a barn burner. They came back, a historic comeback, 38-37. So that gives a lot of confidence here to the Seattle team and defense that they can overcome this team despite how explosive they are, and they really held them in check for a long period of time for them to even make that comeback as well. All right, now the issues here on both sides: Seattle, very, very good defense, and the offense is solid enough. Can Ken Walker find lanes? He should be able to. LA Rams run defense is middle of the pack, as you can see, 12th overall. But the real Achilles heel is their secondary. Emmanuel Forbes had some bright spots, but he's fallen off and been inconsistent, and that's why they're 19th ranked in passing yards allowed as well. So that's where the biggest hole is the LA Rams defense and pass defense itself. Sam Darnold, hopefully, can we get over the yips? Has he learned from his mistakes? Obviously, from the Jets to Carolina to Minnesota. Can he get over the hump in this one? He definitely has the weapons to do so. JSN has an elite matchup and has toasted these corners and all year long on every team, and especially against the Rams. Can he win on one-on-one coverage? Can Cooper Kupp step up versus his former team as well? These are a lot of key factors here, but it's just a total dominance for the Seattle Seahawks that I've seen that should be the team to represent the NFC. LA Rams has looked good. The offense has been solid. We have question marks on Devontae Adams. He's looked lost and gone. That's number one. And in the last two games, they've given opportunities to Carolina and Chicago. They should have lost those two games easily. Not easily. They should have lost those two games, though. But they were able to find a way. But you can't give those opportunities up to a team like Seattle. They're going to take full advantage of it. They'll make mistakes. They cause turnovers, cause sacks, cause interceptions. And that is going to be why I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks. Just give me them on the money line here. I think the defense is too much. I think Sam Darnold can make the right plays. I think Ken Walker on receiving routes can definitely become an X factor against this Rams defense. We saw him in a previous game against the Rams pop one for over 40 yards. He's dynamic. So give me the Rams on the money line. Secondary play will be the under 46.5, or you could take the team total under for the LA Rams as well. So that's going to be our breakdown for the conference championship games here. Let me know in that comment section down below if you agree or disagree. We could definitely debate about that one down low. Also, if you want to sign up for the Patreon and you don't want to miss out on these plays here, click that link, write it down below. You're going to get full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes up 24/7. This is your boy Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.